Hey there. Have you ever found yourself saying, I know what to do, but I'm just not doing it? Or how about, why do I keep falling off track every time I start to feel better? Then this is for you, if that's what you've been saying, because today I want to offer you a very different perspective. One that I promise will help you stop beating yourself up and start understanding what's really going on underneath the surface. It's not your fault. It's not about willpower. Can't talk today. It's not about willpower. And no, you're not broken. You're just stuck in a pattern, and your body and your subconscious mind created this to help you survive. So let's talk about it. Stress is sneaky. It's not just about the big stuff, it's about things that are smaller as well that are under the surface. So the big stuff are things like work deadlines, family emergencies, or health scares is one that many of my clients talk about as well. But it's the chronic underlying stuff, the lower level stuff that's just been building for years. And here's a metaphor that I like to use here. Stress is like the background apps running on these things. When you have apps running, even though you're not using them, they can be taking up battery, they can steal resources, and then the phone just doesn't function properly. So when your nervous system goes into survival mode, this is fight, flight, or freeze, it doesn't care about your other goals. It doesn't care that you want to eat better or sleep more or stop scrolling at night. It only cares about keeping you safe. And guess what? Change doesn't feel safe, especially when you're already overwhelmed. Even if you're looking to make a change that's actually going to help you in the long run, if the body looks at it and says, ooh, this isn't something that we've tried before, we haven't already proved to ourselves that this is safe and this is going to be helpful, the body sees it as a threat. A metaphor I talked about a little while ago is about, imagine there's your conscious mind. So your conscious mind makes the decision. That's the goal setter. Your unconscious mind is the goal getter. And in between the two of them, there's like a little line in the sand there. And on that line in the sand, there's a little man, which I know is funny. Maybe it's not funny. I find it funny. But this little man, every time your conscious mind says, okay, we're going to set this goal, it hands the goal to the little man. And the little man checks in the filing cabinet in your unconscious mind and says, is this something that we've done before? Is this something that I know is going to keep you safe? And if it's there, great, it's accepted. And then that choice you're able to move forward with. But if it's not there, it's automatically rejected. This is why, even if you're in a place that's not comfortable in terms of it's not helping you get towards your goals, it's not helping you with stopping snacking at night or going to bed earlier or doing the things that you know are going to help you in the long run. If it's not something that your unconscious mind says, yeah, this is good, this is going to keep us safe, it's going to reject it. The things that are keeping you where you are right now, the things that are guaranteeing that you wake up alive tomorrow are going to be accepted. So even when there are things that aren't helping you get towards your goal, this is a big part of what people don't realize is actually keeping them stuck. If change doesn't feel safe when you're already overwhelmed, the unconscious mind is going to reject it. One woman I work with said, every time I try to make a new habit stick, it lasts about 3 days. And then I find myself sabotaging it. This is the little man. This is the unconscious mind saying, I don't know this. I don't know if I can trust this. I don't know if I will wake up tomorrow if I try this different thing. And when we look deeper for this client, her body had been in stress mode for years. So, of course, it was resisting change. It didn't feel safe to let go of control. This is why willpower feels so exhausting. Trying to force change without resolving and addressing the underlying stress is like putting a post it note in front of a freight train and expecting it to stop. Your subconscious mind runs the show. It creates shortcuts, patterns, and default behaviors based on what it thinks will keep you safe. So when your system gets overwhelmed, it goes back to what's familiar, even if that's overeating or overgiving or shutting down. Not because it wants to, but because your nervous system is choosing predictable over better. That's not failure. That's a survival strategy. Now, here's where things get a little more exciting because this is where I see massive breakthroughs happening with clients. If your subconscious mind is the gatekeeper, the little man of change, then hypnosis and NLP are really good strategies because they can be keys that you can use to let that new idea, that new thing that you're trying in. That filing cabinet in your unconscious mind, using hypnosis and NLP, we can actually create new files so that when the mind goes to check and see, like, is this safe? Can I trust this? And can I continue doing this? It's there. And so then there's no rejection happening. Hypnosis takes you into a deep state of relaxation. And this is one where the conscious mind softens and allows the subconscious mind to become open to new possibilities. NLP, which is neuro linguistic programming, works to reframe old beliefs, rewire patterns, and shift identity level programming. Together, we help your system feel safe enough to actually do things differently. I had a client once say, "I'm just not someone who follows through." Who can sympathize with that? That was me in the past too. Actually, I've heard that multiple times this week, and it's only Thursday. This is something that's really common. I'm just not someone who follows through. That belief was running the show in every area of her life. But after just a few sessions, we traced it back to where it came from and updated it. We put a new file in her filing cabinet. Now she's doing things she used to avoid for years, and not because she's forcing herself, but because her internal wiring has changed. This is the moment where I want you to pause and really take it in. You're not stuck because you're lazy or weak or undisciplined. You're stuck because your system has been trying to protect you. When we shift that inner wiring, when we create safety in the body and clarity in the mind and new files for your filing cabinet, change becomes natural, not forced, not exhausting, natural. You don't need another plan. You need a nervous system that's ready to receive the change that you intend to make. Think of it like this: you are not broken. You're just running old software. Hypnosis and NLP help you update the code there. If this is something that's resonating with you, if you're realizing that stress may be running the show behind the scenes for you, I'd love to help you explore what's really going on. Take a look at your filing cabinet and see, do we need to add some new files in there? Some things so that your mind is not rejecting the changes that you're trying to make. That can be very useful when it comes to wanting to change patterns, because if you look in multiple areas of your life, you'll often see the same patterns coming up over and over again. It may be going back to old habits in terms of nutrition. It may be I join a gym and then I don't end up going anymore. Like, every year, people say that January 1st is like the most popular day at gyms. All these people join and it's super busy in there. If you've had a gym membership in the past, it's like, ugh, brutal, because all of a sudden there's like thousands of new people. You have to fight to get machines and classes and whatever. Come March, it's a ghost town. This is connected to what I'm talking about today. This is a pattern that's going to happen in multiple areas of your life. And when we can put new files in that filing cabinet, changes start to happen. So I help with taking a closer look at the patterns your subconscious is holding on to, and I'll show you how to shift out of survival mode so your body can finally start responding the way you want it to. Because here's the truth: you already have the power. You just need the tools to unlock it. If this is something that you're interested in, send me a DM or go to alignednaturalhealth.com and let's jump on a free screening. It's completely free. You'll get a lot of value from it because we're going to take a look at what's going on with you and what your body needs to start making the changes you've been trying to do. This is Kate from Aligned Natural Health. I hope you got some value from this.